Hello and welcome to this presentation of Mobile2Sage. My name is Ara Martirossian. I'm going to show you our intelligent estimating and quotation module for Sage. In this particular case, I'm going to base my scenario around a company that sells alarm and CCTV systems. In that industry, there are three parties. There's normally the manufacturer, then there's the distributor, and then finally the installer who carries out the work. Customers place their sales orders. Those then have to be repeated as supplier purchase orders, and then fulfillment takes place. Normally entails lots of calls, lots of emails, lots of files, many different systems. Now the ideal scenario is to be able to just have a single system doing all of that for you, and the filing being in the same place, and a much smoother estimating and ordering process for both the customers and the suppliers and the manufacturers. There's also a need for the system to link seamlessly to Sage and the ability to be able to recommend configurations. Products change regularly and it's a big task for the installers to keep themselves up to speed with the latest products that the manufacturers are providing them with. So the idea is to be able to create an order for a bundle rather than individual items. And that, in fact, is the main difference between an intelligent app like Mobile2Sage and an e-commerce platform. An e-commerce platform entails the installer knowing what they're looking for. It also takes much longer for them to be able to add all the components for a particular bundle. And the installer then also needs to keep themselves up to speed with the latest products in case something has become redundant. And it's also not easy to see all the related or required products to make the bundle work. The intelligent app takes that all away from them. It's very easy to implement, typically less than 1 or 2 weeks. And what we can do is the system can then recommend bundles to the installer. That way you can ensure quality control if you're a manufacturer or a distributor, and you can make sure that they don't forget components that are required for the installation. The bundles can be imported from templates, which are an Excel spreadsheet, so they're very easy to change. And the system can be used on various different platforms, PCs, Macs, browsers. It's very easy to use, and you can change orders to quotes very quickly and in opposite direction as well. And if you're using our iPad app, which I'm going to show you in a second, you've got all the benefits of an iPad, which includes things like signatures, photos, geolocations, and so on. And there are lots of add-ons, so you can do things like scheduling, traceability, scanning. One other benefit here for manufacturers is if they decided to use this system for their installers is that you can get a blind copy of all the quotes that are going out, which will then also help you with your estimation of stock movements and stock holdings and so on. So let's see this in action. So on the left-hand side, I've got the iPad. On the right-hand side, I've got the app the accountants use in the office to import things into Sage. So let's focus on the left-hand side to start off with. So this is the app that the installer would use out in the field, and he can basically do 4 jobs. He can do an intruder alarm, a fire alarm, an access control, CCTV. He's attending a customer today who wants a CCTV system. So all he does is he presses CCTV, and what that does is automatically creates an order with a recommended bundle for a CCTV installation, and there it is. All he has to do is put in the customer details. In this case, I've got a default, and I will be attending Andy Murray's house, who's asked for a CCTV system. There it is. Now, I need to let Andy know where the cameras are going to go, and obviously this order can be changed. I can put different number of quantities in and prices in and so on. But I'm happy with the default configuration in this scenario. So in terms of photos, I can just take photos using my iPad, but I'll just pre-populate it with a default one. So let me show Andy where I'm going to put some cameras. So the cameras I'm going to put one in that corner, one in that corner. That's front of the house done. And I'm going to do the same thing in the back of the house. But back of the house is going to have 3. It's going to have one up there, and he had a break-in in that particular room. So I'm going to put a camera there, and I'm going to tell him where the control unit is. So the control unit is going to be in that room there, and that's where my wiring will eventually end up, or on Wi-Fi. So that's it, that's done and dusted. Now for a CCTV, I've also got a checklist of things to do, which I can go and check. And then having done all of that, there you go, that's all done. I can then get Andy to sign it to say he's happy with that. Done. And I can have as many of these checklists that I want. So there we are, that's now done. So I can also put notes, and I can say that he's actually just paid me with bank a bank transfer. So that's all done and dusted. So we're already good to go. But what I now need to do is let Andy have a copy of this documentation. So all I do is just press one button, the green email button. What that will do is it will go off and it will create PDFs of those dockets for Andy. It's done and dusted, and there it is, it's just arrived. So let me just open that up, and what we can do is just preview all of those. There we go. So that's the order detail. That's the checklist. And that's the photos of where I'm going to be putting the cameras and so on. Dead easy. And that's order 1151. And if I just now minimize that and refresh that, this is what the accountants will see. There you go, there's 1151, which is immediately there and ready for import. And if they just click on that, they can see on their PCs back at the head office exactly what I have done out in the field on my mobile app. Dead easy. Thank you for your time and interest in our Mobile2Sage estimating and quotation system. Please feel free to contact me to discuss your requirements and to arrange a free trial. Thank you.